Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the New Normal podcast with Lee and Chantelle.
Hello, Chantelle.
Hello, we're back at it again after a few weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, man, that's too long. We have a good streak.
Yeah, tell our subscribers, why did you leave them to catch COVID?
What?
Why did you leave our subscribers to go catch COVID?
I didn't leave our subscribers and I didn't want to catch COVID. I don't think we're allowed to say that. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Nobody watches this.
We do this for us. This podcast is for us.
It's for us and our kids. It's for our familia.
Familia.
Whatever.
Okay. So 2 weeks ago, I went to Tofino. I think you mentioned that.
No.
You didn't? Can
No.
I mention it?
Up to you, whatever you want to talk about.
Anyways, so I was at Tofino with Lee's mom because Lee doesn't want to go camping.
I gotta maintain the house. The house needs, needs.
Lee doesn't do anything for the house.
needs
He just lives in it. That's a clear distinction. It made you sound like you was doing the gardening, made you sound like you was cleaning,
walking the dog. Yeah, you know how when you have a car, right? If your car just parks there for a year, then it stops working. As long as someone is driving it,
it's 2.5 days.
You don't need to be a car mechanic. As long as you drive the car, it keeps it going, keeps it working.
It's 2.5 days. You have no basis.
2.5 days in a remote island without internet will feel
it's
like
not remote. They have Wi-Fi there. You can't even use that argument. That's not an argument.
If there's a Wi-Fi there, then you're just living virtually on the internet anyway. Then what's the point of going anywhere?
No, it's not. We went surfing. We went on the beach.
I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube here. I'm on YouTube there. What's the difference?
Nobody cares, clearly.
Yeah, except 36 our subscribers.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Much for 36.
Huh?
I said thank you so much for 36.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about Tofino real quick because when I went there, the weather was just not very good. Then when we were leaving, it was good. And then now it's just so hot. That's why my forehead is so shiny. I look like a Korean star.
Korean star?
Yeah, Koreans' makeup choice is dewy, and that dewy means shiny.
Koreans are not, they don't put people that dark,
Like, being racist. You're talking about the shade of my skin. Before the sun came out, I was quite light, okay?
Yeah, you can't take a black guy and be like, oh, I look white now because of my makeup choice, But,
that reminded me, do you watch The Office?
No.
Ever? Okay, because my brother and
I watch Everybody Loves Raymond.
I used to watch that too.
Yeah, that
only
shit's
because
hilarious.
There's this Filipino in there.
And you know what the crazy part is that I watch it in China, and then it's all Chinese voice dubbed. I never knew what they sounded like until like 10 years after watching the show. I came over to Canada. I saw it for the first time in English. I'm like, what the hell? This is what they sound like. It's completely different.
So everything is Chinese dubbed?
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough. I was like, it irks me when I watch something and then it's just like not matching the lip movement. It bothers me so much. I don't know how you can, I guess when you don't have a choice, you just watch it, right? And because you might just want to understand it.
Well, it's still funny to me, but
oh my gosh,
that's how a lot of, but it's not that bad though, like how Chinese and English dub, but the other way is way worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
old Chinese kung fu movies that's dubbed in English, the voice and the mouth don't match whatsoever. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people have made fun of it. It's like move the mouth move like for 10 minutes and then 2 words come out in English.
Yeah. It's so weird. Anyways, that reminded me of The Office because there was this episode in the first season because my brother and I started watching The Office like just sporadically, and like they have name cards on their foreheads, and then only one guy had the same name card as what they are, and it's black guy.
What the fuck?
So you have to like treat the other person as the name card. Like one of them was Jewish, so you have to treat that person like they were Jewish. Like it's so funny. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's all stereotypes. It's horrible, but it's funny.
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because you're racist. You connect
No,
with
I'm not.
you
And
find
also
it.
because Steve Carell is in it, and I just think Steve Carell is just funny.
I've watched so many different shows. You know, I've met so many different people from different countries. There's so many different degrees of racism, but you're still fictional or non-fictional, the most racist person I've ever met.
You can't say that. You're canceling me. I'm not. Let me just say this.
Guys, racist people need to exist too. Okay, don't cancel her.
What the heck? No.
There's
Okay, I can justify this. You know why?
it's
Oh,
a-
that sounded bad. Just justifying racism. I'm not. I'm not racist. Okay. To me, there's like not like really anything racist. I don't know. I grew up in Canada. Okay.
I couldn't have any can. So you went to Tofino with all Chinese people. What do you think?
What the heck? We're just jumping topics here. Okay. It's not bad.
Well, it's
Like
not
all the
connected
Chinese
to
people were really
racism.
nice to me. They didn't talk to me.
Yes.
They just stared at me, but that's okay, you know. But like some of the conversations I actually kind of understand, and I don't know why. And then there's this one couple, like one guy was white, and he'd be knowing more Chinese than me, which was very embarrassing. But I think he's trying, like he's legit learning Mandarin, you know. Whereas like I tried learning, and all I learned throughout the whole trip is ni lama,
Okay, so what else did
which
you
means are you hungry?
so you camp? Did you like camping?
Hmm, it was okay. I don't know. There's nothing much to it. Like it was like overhyped.
It's alright.
Yeah, because like I don't know why people just want to like. It's not like you're in the woods.
You'd
You know
rather
what I mean?
be
Like
in the
you're
woods?
actually like in a designated campground. To me, that's like kind of not camping because it's in a designated campground. If you were in the woods, then I'd be like, oh, that's real camping, you
Have
know?
you seen a show called I don't know what's it called, but it's called like Survive with a Bear or something? There's
No,
a survival guy. His last name is Bear, so it's called that. Well, it's not called
I
that,
have no idea.
but something like that. But this guy just goes into the what do you call it? Like a desert. Like there's mountains and things, and then he be digging through the tree to find the worm and eats the worm, and
Ew.
basically like survival in the woods.
Maggots? Oh
Yeah.
no.
So like you basically have nothing, nada, zero. He
So
kills
far.
snakes because all that. You would like to do that?
No, I think that's like real
No.
survival stuff.
So you go to a place where they have resources and you complain there's too much resource.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like the whole experience in itself is like I just feel like I camped in my backyard, you know?
So you think it would be better if they didn't provide you anything? There's no water,
No, I like that they
electricity,
provided stuff.
no Wi-Fi.
I just don't understand the hype. Like, why would you want to live like that right now? Like it's fine, it's beautiful,
It's
for a day.
like-
You know what I'm saying? Like your whole thing about like you go to the beach for the whole day and then you go home to your, bed and, you know, it's convenient.
yeah.
But the whole like maybe because I don't like sharing washrooms, sharing showers. Like it's fine. Actually, it's like a very nice facility. It was nice and warm in the washroom and in the shower area. It's just like I don't know, for people who have a household where they share their washroom with everyone in their household, like I feel like I was just at home sharing the whole, it's just I don't know.
It's like generally people who come from South America who always had a good life, they want to go to poorer countries or camping sites to experience what it's like to be poor type of thing, you know. But
Yeah, this
whereas for me, I come from a poor place. Like that's my life. That was my life. I don't need I don't need to travel to other place to experience it.
So do you think
Now
you're being mocked? Do you think it's like disrespectful that people want to live that kind of life? Because you're like, I tried to get out of that life. You want to be in that life.
no, it's not much. I think it's good that people want to experience it. I think everybody should experience that at least once in their life. It's just
Yeah.
that I already experienced it by default, so now I don't need to. Now I want to pursue a better life. Whereas they experience a better life as a default, now they need to go to the other way to experience the other
Yeah.
type of life.
We talked about this before too. Like, okay, so for me, like the truly wealthy people that I know, like categorized as like real like wealth, like old money. I've never in my whole life ever seen them go camping. Like it's just not a thing. I don't know. Like I've just never they've never gone camping ever. It's always like somewhere convenient, which is like people who like camping really go out of their way. And camping is not cheap either. It's like they spend on all of this equipment and it's like really like just so that they can live in the wild for a little bit, which is true. For me, I never thought of it as something I like look forward to because when you go on vacation to the Philippines, for example, it's like that's where you live. Like you have a house in the middle of nowhere and it's all like trees. I don't know. Not trees like from where my parents are, but like it's just all flat and it's all nature. So it's kind of like you're in that. It's
yeah,
just different scenery.
yeah, when you go to the camping site, most of the time you don't see people from poorer countries. You don't see Filipinos from Philippines be camping, you know. Like
Actually, no. So like
you ran into
the
Filipino
demographic
people.
there wasn't Filipinos. I haven't seen there were no Filipinos. There were like a handful of Asian people, but most of them are Caucasian. Like most of them are white and white, not European white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's people from poorer countries don't come over to a richer country to go camping. Is that
Yeah,
the purpose of
nobody
trying
does
to
that.
come over to a richer country?
Yeah.
But
And I don't know any like maybe those who just want to have like maybe they feel like they're white or Caucasian or something and have that culture when they go camping. But a lot of the immigrants that I know, they don't go camping. They think it's a waste of money. It's like, why would we want to do that?
also it's
We
probably
come here to
people,
buy a house so we can live in our house, not in a tent.
yeah, also it's people that go to work, stay in the office and then live in a condo or something. And then they go to the forest. They're like, this is amazing. This is a jungle, like we never experienced this. Whereas Filipino people in Philippines, they live in the jungle already.
No,
Everywhere is a jungle.
it depends on where you live in the Philippines. My parents live in like on land, like on fields. They don't live in the jungle, but there are people who are like who live in the like jungly area where there's lots of trees and stuff. The only trees we have are mango trees.
Yeah. It's also that it's funny that when you live there, like when you were born there, you grew up there, you don't notice it too.
Yeah. That's why
I,
it's like a normal thing. It's not like something you go, oh wow.
yeah, the city I grew up in China is pretty poor. It's like a smaller, remote city,
Hmm.
and I never noticed it. To me, it's just like I'm in a city. We have like everything. We have cars. We have internet. It's like pretty advanced.
Yeah,
And
but then also you live in a, I feel like rural wise, like I don't know actually where you live, did you have wells? You know that thing where you pump the water through the ground?
it depends on where you go. It's kind of like
Did you have that?
not in where I live, no. But
Yeah.
but I like live in like downtown type of thing.
Yeah, see
But
you
but
live.
but then if you drive, I don't know, like half an hour, you would get to the places that have that. So it's like not that
Oh,
far
okay.
away from that.
Yeah,
It's
so
kind of like
then I'm like opposite.
it's kind of like a Vancouver, if you live in downtown, it's all city, all condos, all streets, but then you drive half an hour, you hit
Yeah.
farmland. Then you drive another half an hour, it becomes like empty fields.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
it's
then I like my parents, like my mom, they live in like the farmland area. You know, it's all flat. There's like no buildings or anything. You just see residential and then just a lot of green. So
like
like
when I
and we have like my grandpa built a well so that the water can go through the well.
and when I grew up, I never thought that like my city was poor. And even now, like I went back like a couple years ago. I like it's pretty advanced to me. It's like it's
Mm,
condos, there's internet, it's like KFC, you know what I'm saying? There's like everything. It's similar to Canada to me. But then I recently watched a show called Jumono. What's it called?
Gomorrah, I think.
Gomorrah.
Yeah.
So it's a something that happened in an Italian ghetto city.
Yeah.
And then I watch it, I'm like, this is so much similar to the place I grew up. I'm like, I guess this is how ghettos look all around the world. I guess I grew up in a ghetto. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
It's
Because like I
the habit of people and how people interact, how people move in like, how like in the show, there's like 3, 5 people move and then like 3 cars drive to places at the same time. And then they walk through big concrete rundown buildings
yeah.
and the streets kind of dirty. That's like my city.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? It's like people, I'm like, so the culture and the place couldn't be further apart, but they're so similar at the same time. It's very
That's so
interesting.
interesting. Like for me, I think,
In here in Canada, that doesn't happen. Like you don't
what do you
just
mean?
walk through a rundown building, or people don't move in like 10 people. Like
Like, what
unless
do you
you're
mean?
like super rich and you have like a whole team with you or something. But in China and in this show, it's like normal. Like this is our crew, or this is like who we hang out with. It's like 5 people, 10 people. They go everywhere together,
Yeah.
all the time. And then they just call in the middle of the night. They call somebody, be like, "Yo, we're gonna have a meeting when to do this." And then 20 minutes later, 3 cars show up, and then they talk. They have a meeting or whatever. In Canada, forget it. Like they're like, "It is not business hours. We don't do business." And then during the day, you call them. It's like, I'm booked like a week out. Like, can you arrange it like next month? Can you
No,
check
I
your
think you're just
calendar?
talking. No, you're talking about traditional people who don't really get things done.
In China and in this show, like like you just go downstairs and call them, be like, "Come downstairs, I'm here. Like, let's go eat or let's whatever," and they just come downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, in here it's like so. Even my own friend, you know who I'm talking about? That guy says he's busy all the time. Can barely get him out to eat once a month. That shit ridiculous. But
He's
anyway,
hustling.
huh?
He's hustling.
Sure. Any
That's what
anyway, so you learn surfing too? Is that overhyped too?
no. Surfing is actually difficult because it's a lot of like core work. You got to get your footing and your hands right. You got to be kind of flexible to get your footing right, and then you have to be like graceful when you stand up, you know?
Oh, by the
And then
way,
like what?
I need you to admit this on the internet,
What?
okay? You said oh, I want to go surfing. Come surfing with me. I was like, I don't want to go. And then you're like, you're just scared. I was like, what do you mean they're sharks? Like they eat you. Why you risk that for no reason? And you're like, no, there's no sharks. They don't eat you. You're just a pussy. And then I found you a video of a shark actually biting on a surfing world champion. And then
That's
and then he swim back and they interview him. He said, I will never surf again. Like this is now surfing is not worth it. Fuck this.
yeah,
So
okay, that's true. Like I acknowledge that that's real and that happened, but I also think it depends on where you are. Like in the waters that I was in Tofino, there's no sharks there.
yeah, the surfing champion thought there was no sharks at the
No,
competition.
that's different waters. He was also very deep in the ocean, okay? Like he was deep. Like us, we're shallow waters, waters up to your waist, and I'm already short as it is. So like, you know,
You know, Charlie Munger has a saying. He said, all I want to know is where I'm gonna die, so I do everything I can to avoid it. If you see like death is over there, you're not gonna be like, oh, I'm far away enough, and let me like just dip my toe into the death ocean. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, no, like let me go to all the way to the other country. Like stay far away from that.
no, it doesn't work that way. There was no logic in that. Someone could freaking like pass away sitting in their chair at home, like especially in this freaking heat right now.
What the hell are you talking about?
Because you're just saying like if the person can just like sit at home, kind of like not go where any danger is. You staying at home and sitting in your seat can be dangerous.
Yeah, but it's a way less danger. It's like if you see a burning building outside, you're not gonna walk close and closer and closer and be like, oh, I'm far enough to not be burned. You're
Well,
like,
no,
no.
because like surfing in the ocean with a little bit of wave, like it's not even the waves are not gonna wipe you out. You're just scared.
You're just kidding.
When I saw the waves crashing on shore, I was like, oh damn, this is actually scary. Like the waves are so loud. But then when we were out there, I was like, no, I can do this. I can do this. And there's kids in the water. I'm like, if the kids can do it and not like float away into the ocean, then I can do it.
Only seen the kids that haven't been eaten yet. All the kids, all of the kids that have been eaten, they don't get to live to tell the story.
No, the thing that is dangerous is other people, okay? Be crashing into other people and you literally can't do anything about it.
That I give it to you. That's actually true. It's most
Yeah,
dangerous thing in the world is people. People kill people.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, surfing was totally worth it. The highlight of the trip.
That's what I told you when I drive, and then I drive hella fast and stuff, and then you're like, oh, it's dangerous that you drive fast. What do I tell you?
It's the other drivers who are dangerous.
Yeah, it's not me driving fast that's dangerous. It's other drivers who don't know how to drive that are the dangerous. So you are right on that one.
I mean, you can say that again. I could get used to that.
No, don't get used to it. Go replay.
No. So, yeah,
Roll it back.
no.
But yeah, so and then after camping, you went to a concert is where you caught COVID. Tell us
Probably.
that.
Yeah, we went to the
How was that
Lumineers
experience?
concert.
Oh my God.
'Cause- okay, yeah. So I was at the concert, the Lumineers concert, and my friend had is it called the front row seats? So that was fun. But yeah, I got freaking COVID.
Help spread the word for the singer. What's the story he told?
What do you mean?
He said there's a song. He like everybody thinks it's a love song, but then he says a breakup song.
Oh, okay, that song that goes, "Ho, hey," and then
What the hell is that? Nobody would ever know what that is, except maybe 5-year-olds. They'd be thinking it's like the cartoon song. Everybody's guessing a different song.
no, okay, it just goes na 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 na. Okay, something like that, right?
What's the singer's name?
It's called the Lumineers.
So everybody Lumineers there?
It's just the band's name is the Lumineers.
Oh, I thought it's like a comedy show where there's opening act is one person, you know, there's like a
No.
okay. I thought it's like, you know.
Okay, so he said a story and about the song because that's the most like
Is that
popular
how
song.
like I never been to a concert, right? Is that how concerts work? If you go to see like Beyonce for an hour and a half, it's all Beyonce. There's no open.
No, okay, there were people who opened, like 3 other people who opened for the Lumineers, and then like the last hour or hour and a half is the Lumineers itself.
Hmm,
Yeah. So
yeah.
anyways, this is like the first song that's like very popular that most people would know from the band. And then he was like, "Oh, there's people who tell me that, they have this song in their wedding or this is their first love song or whatever." He's like, "But it's not a love song. It's actually a song about breaking up." And then everyone started laughing because they totally took it like it sounds sweet, like it's like a sweet song, but it's not. It's about leaving the person. So I just thought that was interesting because it's like, wow, people interpret it differently than what the intended purpose of it was supposed to be.
How long is the concert?
It was like a few hours, so like what, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 3 hours. And then we left before everyone left because I know it's going to be a whole rush.
Don't you get tired of it?
I was like tired of it from the beginning because like I don't know them or the people who open very well. Like the music was pretty good, but I only knew like 3 core songs from this band. And like all weekend I was trying to listen to their like essentials playlist so that I know what kind of songs I could get familiar with to sing along. But it wasn't like
You try to do
yeah, it wasn't
homework?
like something I was like if it was Usher, for example, or like when I went to the Backstreet Boys, because I know like half of the songs or more, then it's more enjoyable because I can sing along with them. Because then I'm always like, what's the point in going to a concert when you can hear the music and it's clearer? But it's like people go because of the vibe, they like go to just vibe with the artist, which is cool because you can see how passionate they are about their music, and that was kind of like inspiring to watch. Not kind of, it is inspiring to watch. So that's why I was just like, damn, like the vibe is so energized, everyone's just hype and energized, and you can tell the diehard fans, they knew every song, they knew every lyric, they had like the time of their lives, and you could see it. But I wasn't like that because I wasn't a hardcore fan, but I was like so appreciative of the experience of sitting front row because it's like you could literally touch their hand. It's really cool. And you could see like their facial expressions and like how much they really love what they do. So it's cool seeing passionate people do the passionate things that they love, you know?
The thing with me for a concert is I don't see myself not getting bored after like an hour and a half or something. You know, it's like standing there, you're just listening to the same style of music for 3-4 hours. I don't think I would. No, doesn't matter who it is. I don't think I would like
Yeah.
I can see how someone who would enjoy for like an hour. You know, so
Yeah.
kind of like when you go to a nightclub, you enjoy it for like an hour in between. You don't like the first hour, you don't like the last hour, but you like the hour in the middle.
Just that's different. I get it. I think it's like going to the club is like depends on who you go with. Cause like if you're going with a bunch of dancers, then it's always hype because they make every song like a whole thing. But then if you go with people who are half the time they're drinking and are gossiping or like creating drama, then it's like not fun. But it's like when the people are dancing and they know how to have fun in an organic way and it's not forced by any like alcohol or like any substance, then it's like fun. Like that's why I like to go to like clubs with dancers because like they're always just doing some random thing, you know?
Oh my God.
But
When
then the
you
people who go there like all high already or like intoxicated in any way, they start ruining like I don't know if people who know me, who know my friend group, they start ruining like the whole vibe after a few drinks. Then I don't want to hang out with like or party with those kinds of people because then like the whole thing is just ruined. Like what's the point in going out then? You could have stayed at home, had a few drinks and had the same outcome. Like why do you ruin it for everyone?
because girls like drama.
No.
I was listening to Andrew Tate last night, and he was like, "Girls love drama. If your relationship doesn't have drama, then she will start some shit. So you gotta instill the drama in the relationship so she doesn't start any."
No.
Oh
That's
my God,
horrible.
this guy's a genius. And then he
I used to have like a relationship like that. It's so tiring. That's why sometimes with you it's like too good to be true. Like what do I do with you? I don't know.
and then he was like, he started a cam girl business.
That's
Like
horrible.
it's how he first started, and he was like, girls don't know what to say, so we just put the girl there, so it's their face, but then we unplug their keyboard, and then we use the keyboard, and we be talking to the people.
Yeah, that's
And
horrible.
he was like, we're making bank, we make millions a month. He was like, what we do is that we make sure they never meet them, but then we like string them along. Like basically it's like, oh,
That's horrible.
we're girl from Ukraine, and but we want to meet you, but there's a visa issue, can you send me over like 50K for the visa and all
That's
this.
horrible. That's like a scam artist shit.
And then but check this out, this is a genius. Okay, after a while they know that they're about to give up, they're like, "Yo, this is a scam, like this doesn't go anywhere." They will say something to piss the guy off on purpose. And then what they say would be like something like this. They would be like, "Oh, I like I went to the visa 3 times. They didn't want me to go, but finally now they're calling me back. But now I don't want to go because I have a headache." And he was like, "It's guaranteed it's gonna piss a guy off."
That's the most dumbest thing I've ever heard. I wouldn't even stay around for that.
And then he was like, "We say that, and then it's gonna piss the guy off, and the guy's gonna be like, 'What do you mean? I sent you like thousands of dollars, and now you don't want to go because of the headache?' Da, da, da." And then they're gonna say, "Oh, you're being aggressive with me. I'm flying all the way to another country, and now you're being aggressive. Now I don't feel safe. Now I
That's
can't
toxic
go."
as hell.
Now I can't go. Yes.
That's real toxicity.
This guy is a genius.
That's horrible.
I heard that. I'm like, yo, that pissed me off right away. And also, that's how girls fucking talk too. That
That's horrible.
shit annoying.
See, aren't you lucky that you don't have to deal with that? Yeah, I
Dealing
know.
with dealing with that is how I know that's how girls talk. What do you mean?
No,
That's how I learned.
I don't talk like that.
Oh, really?
I used to talk like that.
Really? You don't go, oh, like everything's ready, everything's set up. I just need to show up, but I don't feel good. That's not what you say?
No?
Okay, let's move on to the next
Yeah, let's
topic.
move on because nobody cares if you don't feel good. Show up, bitch.
Whoa.
I'm just joking. That's more of a self-projection, you know? Because I'm one of those before. Just, I don't feel good. Just go. Nobody cares. Have a good time. Go for a few hours. Show some face. Anyways.
Okay, so some economics shit happened this couple weeks. Should I talk about that or should you talk about something else?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Does that have to do with China? Because I've been, keeping up with China and China economics lately.
What the fuck? How would you
The
know
Chinese
anything
are
about
getting
China?
exposed.
Whoa.
How do you feel about that, being a Chinaman?
Whoa, calm down. Whoever is watching this doesn't represent my views. Disclaimer. Okay.
What?
It's fully her own opinion. Okay, she doesn't.
Everyone's subject to their own opinion. So what?
Her opinion doesn't represent the channel's opinion. Okay.
No, I'm just headline reading. I'm just trying to, I'm fishing.
Okay, what did you read? What the fuck?
The Chinese economy is falling. No one can take their money out.
Oh no, that's not true. That's not true.
How do you know? Are you just saying that because you're a real Chinaman? It's because China provided for the family.
No, it's like you know how there was
Like everything is tied up in real estate.
you know how like there was a Robin Hood saga here,
Yeah.
where like for like 3 days, Robin Hood shut everybody down. Like you can't pull anything out, you can't sell.
Yeah, that's like similar.
Yeah, that's like similar to what happened, but then it's not
That's the big banks, the big China banks.
but it's not an entire America that you can't pull money out. And the similar thing happened with crypto like a month ago, where a bunch of brokerage where you buy crypto from, they shut everything down. They're like, you can't pull your money out, you can't sell your crypto. And then they declared bankruptcy. But then, yeah, that's bad, but you're not gonna be like, oh, America's doomed, you know.
Okay, so China's not doomed. You're financially stable.
But this is a very complex topic because China uses renminbi, you know, and US
It's not yuan, yen.
No, yen is Japanese, but it's China's RMB.
Okay.
And so if you're talking about RMB inside of China, then it's always gonna work because the China it's like a monopoly money. If you play the game Monopoly, it's like fake money, but then it works in the game. But if you take monopoly money to go to Costco and buy something, they wouldn't sell it to you. So it's like difficult to say, because if you take Chinese money and you spend it within China and you take it out within China, then it's always gonna work. Does that make sense?
Kind of. Then why can't people take their money out?
Well, because if you take too much money out, the bank won't work. The bank, well, it's just this complex. We don't need to go. I don't think people are interested, but it's like
I'm interested.
Just very brief, right? It's like situation specific. Is it not specifically this happened, but then it's a general idea is all similar. This is what happened in 2008 in America too.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Everyone over purchased with the real estate market thinking that their properties would go up, and it crashed. Everyone was in debt. Severe.
Oh, calm down. only capital letter words. But yeah, so the bank, how the bank works is that they take your money, say everybody deposit, and then overall they have $1 million, right? And then how they make money is they lend money out. They give you mortgage on the house, they give you mortgage on the
Yeah,
car.
they say that they use the same money that you put in and they lend it out.
Yeah, but the problem is they lend out more than what they have. So
Yeah.
like, so they have $1 million in their bank, but they lend out like 5 million or so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then when everybody comes to collect money, they already lend their money out.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh, give me my money, but they don't have the cash. It's
Yeah.
all in mortgage in houses and cars.
It's like that. It's like the Italian show Gomorrah. The guy,
What the hell?
the guy used the freaking family's money for his own benefit. And then when they want to take the money out, he's screwed.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Then in 2008 in America, everybody started thinking that the bank is going to go under, so they want to rush to the bank first to get their money out, so their money will be safe. And whoever is there last will like don't have money, the bank will run out.
Yeah.
So then the government stepped in and said, don't worry, I'm gonna like guarantee your money back. Don't like run to the bank. The bank is there good. Then people stopped running to the bank, and the banks like were good. So it's like this is a kind of like it's like a belief thing. If everybody believes that the banks are going to be good, then it's going to be good. If nobody believes the banks are going to be good, then the bank is going to go under. It's kind of like money. If everybody believes dollars have value, they use dollar to buy things, and you accept dollar as payment, then the dollar is going to work. One day, if everybody's like dollar is bullshit, they just made it up, we don't like see dollar as value, then dollar is going to collapse.
Yeah.
So it's basically credit, is the credibility of the bank. If people believe the bank got a backup, then they're gonna be good. And in China, the government has unlimited power. They can back up banks like what's it called? You know, like no matter what happens, they have enough power to back it up if they want to. So that's not gonna be a big problem. But
do you think you sound like a real Chinaman saying all of that because you're defending your country? You're Canadian now.
No, I'm not defending my country. I'm just saying China has unlimited power within China. So anything, unless it relates to, like say, if they want to take back Taiwan, they might not succeed.
They're taking back Hong Kong.
Yeah, because it's right beside China, so they can just walk in. But taking back Taiwan is way more difficult. But anything within China, you like they can do whatever. It's like saying Russia, can Russia control the Russian banks? Yeah, like whatever they want, it's gonna get done. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to take back Ukraine, it's gonna be like a lot more difficult.
Let's not talk about Russia or Ukraine.
What the fuck? You want to talk about China, and then all of a sudden you don't want to talk about yourself. Oh, anyway, so but okay, this is not what I follow. I follow US. I'm a person who was born in China, moved to the Canada, and I follow the US. Okay.
Yeah, that's horrible. You need to be following Canadians.
No.
Because like US can't do anything for you right now.
I can't do it.
The US can't do anything for you right now.
What?
Well,
doing a lot for me.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll only see it when you have to withdraw your US funds.
What do you mean? And US dollars has been going up. So if you
I know. My Tesla's been going up. It's already at almost 900. Okay, do you know how ecstatic I am?
Well,
and
the
voting thing. Okay, like listen, I received the Tesla voting thing. Okay, it says all the things that you can vote for or against.
It's our first what's it called? First-hand experience with being a shareholder?
No, it's not my first time because that was not the first Tesla letter. I'm just
Okay.
telling you.
Okay. Did you vote before? Have you ever voted?
No.
Have you ever felt that much power on your hands?
Son, listen, I have like stocks that I can count on my fingers.
But you get to participate in deciding who the board member of Tesla is.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to make any difference because I don't know them.
No,
I'm just being realistic here.
every vote counts, okay? When you went to vote for whoever the BC mayor or something, your
Yeah,
vote
because that's Canadian.
your vote didn't matter either, but then you stand in line like your vote was gonna matter. You're like, oh, I'm gonna vote.
Okay, I vote that you tell your story because you have to go to dinner soon.
Hashtag voted.
Hashtag I voted.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna be brief real quick. Inflation was high, another record high, is the highest in 40 years. But from all
Just like the weather's been at its high for the last however many years.
yeah, inflation's hot like the summer.
Yeah.
And then just real quick, right? When I saw there's a heat wave hitting Europe, I was like, yo, we're so lucky in Vancouver. It's not hot. But then this shit's delayed 2 weeks later. Now it's hitting. Vancouver is hot as fuck.
Yeah. It's climate change. It's the whole world is melting.
Yeah, it's just gonna be on Elon Musk and all of the shareholders like us to save the world. But anyways.
You don't even vote either, so.
What do you mean? For Tesla?
You voted?
I vote. Yeah, of course.
You're right.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't you? It's not like it's not difficult. You go onto the link and then you just click on the things. It takes like 5 seconds.
I know, I read the letter.
Yeah, it's easy. It's not like the government voting, you have to stand in line outside or anything. You just
Listen, we go to those things so we can get the sticker and put it on yourself, okay?
Yeah.
It's like Canadian. I'm Canadian. I'm old enough to vote. Anyways, continue with your thing, please.
Yeah, so just real quick, it looks bad now, but then from all the signals I'm reading, I think this is the inflection point. Everything's gonna get better from now, but only for the efficient companies that have an advantage, not for the entire economy. Because what's very interesting in the past 2 weeks is that like 2 weeks ago, Walmart and I forgot who else, but like a few big retailers reported numbers and it was real bad. And they're giving guidance for next year. It's even worse. So people were like, oh my God, recession's here. You know, like everybody's gonna be screwed. And this week, Amazon and Apple and Google reported earnings. They're better than expected. So now there's like a bigger separation between the different types of companies. It's going to be like good times still for like the big companies that have an advantage, and it's going to be like bad times for companies that don't have an advantage. It's like selling commodities and whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
but we knew that each company is not made the same.
Most people don't. And like even the news, like they're always talking about like stock market going up, stock market going down. It's like economy is doing good, economy is doing bad. I'm always like, for who?
Yeah, it depends on the industry. You can't just say silly billies.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the economy is now doing good, so you can't invest in stocks right now. I'm like, it doesn't matter what economy does. Tesla's always gonna do well. It's always a good time to invest in Tesla.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Let's make that stock split happen so I can buy more.
Yeah, stocks. So it's next week. They're going to have a shareholder meeting. They're going to announce when they're going to split the stocks. So probably going to within a few weeks. But
damn, I really need to prepare my finances. You have no idea how happy I was when I checked my stocks. I was just like, yes, I
But
knew.
with Tesla, you never know what's gonna happen though.
That's true.
Because last time Tesla was around, I think it was like $500 or something
Yeah,
when they split 5-1.
yeah.
And then after the split, now it's like $900. So it's still more expensive than before the split. So you might not get a cheaper price. So this time it might, you know, now it's like 900. Maybe they split 3-1, but then before the split, it goes up to $5,000. After the split, it's still gonna be like 1,500. You know.
Just as long as the whole thing goes up, okay? At the end of the day, we care about the net profit.
Whoa. Is it? Okay.
I've been watching a lot of finance YouTube videos. They're very helpful.
Yeah. Be careful who you watch though, because a lot of scam people.
That's true. Have you heard of this millionaire day trader kid? He be trying to diss freaking Stephen Graham. I don't know. I just think the kid's a little bit silly, but you know, that's fine. There are kids like that these days.
And there is a big distinction between what's good in like with finances versus what's good with content. If they stick with what's good with finances, which is, you know, stick to a set plan and follow it for 10 years, you don't really change much between last year and next year, then you're not gonna have content to make. So they gotta come up with new shit. Like today, oh my God, the sky's falling down. And tomorrow it's like, oh my God, we're turning back. It's gonna go good. And the next day, like they're gonna keep turning to get your attention. So it's like, you know, but it comes with the, you know, thing.
Yeah. Anyways, I really wanted to talk about content creators, but we're just gonna save that for another episode. Because you know we're on a catch up time schedule.
Because instead of talking about content creators, we're out here making content. Instead of talking about money, we're out here making money. There are people.
Yeah, so like if anyone would want to sponsor,
we are here doing it.
Our videos, we are open to sponsorships.
But nobody's gonna sponsor 36 subscribers.
You know what? You never know, but you know, like they can look back in all of the videos, and I'm open for it. I'm just open for negotiation.
There's a show Graham Stephan made with a few other big YouTubers. I think it had like 300,000 subscribers or something. Even their show couldn't get sponsored enough to make enough money. So if the show fell apart, they just left. They went back.
But we're out here grinding. Okay.
They went back to their own channel because they were like, we're not making money.
Yeah, we don't have respective channels. This is our respective channel.
Yeah, we are not competing against other normal people. We are the new normal.
Yes.
We are one of a kind. We are. We post 2 separate videos for one episode. Okay, nobody does this.
Stop talking shit.
Nobody does this.
Anyways.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's all we got for today. Don't be normal, be yourself. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
That's the 40 minutes we got for today. Bye-bye.